I am just waiting for students to be escorted to the lecture hall.
Sit on the front. Sit on the front, a couple of rows. Come on in and have a seat. There's another class joining us, so fill in the front 2 rows first. Do not go behind front 2 rows until filled in. Front 2 rows first.
And there's this.
Y'all fill in the, don't sit behind this row right here. You guys can sit down right there, but don't sit behind this. You can, yeah, that's all.
Okay, Strong's class and Harmon's class, thank you for coming today. I'm Miss Oscar, I'm one of the counselors. Today, the suicide prevention information is going to be shared with you by our counselor intern. Her name is Miss Doctor. She is studying to be a high school counselor, and so she's going to present all the information today. Just give her your full undivided attention, please. If you could, just go ahead and close your Chromebooks until you're instructed to open them. Put your backpacks on the floor, please, so that we're a good listening audience. Just so you know, she is recording for a project for her school. She's recording this presentation. Just wanted you to be aware of that. Okay.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Miss Doctor, like Miss Noska said, and I am a school counseling intern, and I am going to give y'all the lesson on suicide prevention today. So if y'all wouldn't mind getting your Chromebooks out and open them up to take the pre-assessment. It's just a few questions to see what you know now, and then you'll also take a post-assessment at the end to see what you learned throughout the presentation. This is also going to ask who your school counselor is, and if you don't know that information, you can find it in Skyward under student information. Okay, so I'll give you all a few minutes to do that. And when you're done, if you could please close your Chromebook so I know that we're all good to move on. Okay.
If you can't find the form, just raise your hand. I'm standing back here and I can come and help you.
Good. Okay, now that everybody's almost done, everyone got access to the form at least, right? Okay, so moving on. First, we're going to talk about the warning signs of suicide. So, warning signs of suicide are indicators that a person may be in danger and needs immediate help. That's the important thing to note there is immediate help. Signs of this are making suicidal statements, being preoccupied with death in conversations, writings, drawings, giving away belongings. Maybe someone gives you something that was really personal to them or really expensive, and that's super out of their character. That can be a big warning sign. Withdrawing from friends and family, so self-isolating is a big sign. Having aggressive or hostile behavior, neglecting personal appearance, say if someone really prides themselves on how they dress or if fashion is a big deal to them and then they start dressing not according to that, that can be a sign. Running away from home, risk-taking behavior, and changes in personality. So risk factors do not cause or predict a suicide. They are characteristics that make it more likely an individual will consider, attempt, or die from suicide. Some examples of this would be depression, mood disorders, or anxiety disorders, a parent or a familial history with mental illness or substance abuse disorders. If someone has tried suicide before, they may be more likely to try it in the future. A disruptive or abusive family life, a history of sexual abuse, a history of being bullied, problems with drugs or alcohol use, problems at school, loss of a parent or close family member through death, divorce, or suicide, or if someone identifies as LGBTQ+. So protective factors are characteristics that make a person less likely to engage in suicidal behavior. So examples of this would be strong connections to family and friends, a good support system, skills in problem solving and handling problems in a non-violent way, religious beliefs that discourage suicide, restricted access to highly lethal means of suicide, easy and effective healthcare access for mental and substance use disorders, and support through ongoing medical and mental health care relationships. So we're gonna watch this video really quick and then we'll talk about some things that she highlights in the video.
Who's technology savvy? Anyone
Is it on the
have this class?
computer?
Anyone have this class? It can be closed. Anyone have Miss Nuttall's class? No? Okay. Something has changed here.
Nobody has this class or comes to this classroom?
And nobody has technology knowledge.
Do you want me to go get Dixon?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cause they're right upstairs.
You can go get Dixon.
Okay. Cause I was just in their class.
Thank you. Thank you guys for waiting patiently. On my computer, it just works.
Yeah, no. Turn the volume up on the computer or to the plate. She is. I was gonna say, I can play the audio from my laptop and we can start it at the same time. You wanna do that?
We're just gonna try our best to play the audio from her laptop and play the video on the.
Okay, wait, I might not be able
I
to
don't
do
know
that.
what's wrong. We even had an expert check the connections. So we're gonna play the audio there. I'm gonna try to push it at the same time so her mouth moves at the same time. Might not match up. We'll do our
It says
best.
video is unavailable. Hold on.
Thank you for asking, though. I appreciate it. I've never had a problem in here in playing audio and video from my computer, but I'm not sure since theater is now in this room or something new that I need to be aware of. But thank you for being patient. I do want you to hear this story from this young person's perspective about suicide prevention. She's going to share an interesting situation when she has a friend who she is concerned about, and so it's good to hear that perspective as well.
Okay, I'm ready. You ready?
Just tell me when.
One, okay.
Hi, I'm Remy Cruz. I have a very close personal friend in my life who has struggled for the past 4 years or so with extreme anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and things like that. I kind of noticed something was different when they just kind of started acting a little bit strange, a little bit out of the ordinary. I didn't really think much of it because I didn't really think that anything was really happening, but there was one specific night where I remember I went over to their house and I noticed they had like dragged their mattress outside and were just like laying randomly, which is like not a normal thing to do. So I went outside and I sat with them. I just asked like, what's going on? Are you okay? What's happening? Like, this isn't normal. And that night was the night that they were actually like having extreme suicidal thoughts that night. I had no idea. I didn't know that they were feeling this way for so long, and they just kind of kept it bottled in. Asking them was definitely uncomfortable, especially because I didn't want to offend them in any way. I didn't want to make them feel like they weren't validated. That's a really big thing, I think. And it's an uncomfortable thing for sure, but it's something that needs to be done too. After I realized that there was something wrong, I talked to my friend's family and I made sure that they knew what was going on too by turning to their family and sharing it with them and other people that they love. It just became this like community almost, like a loving, supporting community that just wanted the best for my friend and just to get them the help that they needed. My friend to this day is so incredibly thankful they got the help that they need. Now they go to therapy, they have their medication. I try my best to just keep up with them, make sure that they know that I love them and that I'm here for them if they want to talk to me about it. And I just want to know and I want to learn and just be there for them. My piece of advice, if you're in my shoes and you have people around you, start acting differently or just like a little bit off, I feel like just keep your eyes open, be very aware, because a lot of times they just kind of bottle it in and you can't really tell until you really like watch and you observe and just make sure that the people that you do share it with are people that they trust and that love them and just want the best for them. That gut feeling that I had, it just kind of like, it was something you can't shake. I was just like, this weird thing where you're just like, it just like pushed me to go talk to them, and something that I just couldn't ignore. Honestly, if it weren't for that night, I really don't know what would have happened. So I just thank my lucky stars every single day that I was at the right place at the right time and I said something.
Okay, so now that we've gotten past the technical difficulties, so some things that she highlighted in the video. The first thing would be to ask. If you are concerned about somebody, worried about someone, think someone is maybe having suicidal thoughts or is just struggling, just ask them if they are okay. That's all you have to do. You don't have to come up with a perfect thing to say or be super metaphorical or have this great life plan for them. You just have to ask if they're okay and then listen to what they have to say. Just be a support system for that person. Next, be there. Like I said, a support system is really important for people that are struggling with suicidal thoughts or thinking of suicide. So be there for that person, whether that's physically or over the phone or texting. Just show that person that you care and that you're worried about them and that they are loved and wanted and welcomed. Keeping them safe. So if you learn that someone is having suicidal thoughts or struggling, then you need to get help as soon as possible. Whether you're calling 911 if you're outside of school and so the cops will go and check on them and make sure that they are okay, or going and contacting a trusted adult. Outside of school, this could be your parents, it could be an aunt, could be an uncle, an older sibling. In school, school counselors, teachers, coaches, the SROs, pretty much any adult that can help you and make a responsible decision with you, or for that person that's in need. And then you're going to follow up. So it's important that after all of these things occur that you're following up with this person, showing them that you're going to continue your support, and just, again, that support system is really important for people that are struggling and going through a hard time. Helping them connect is a big aspect. At school, connecting someone with a counselor. If you're having suicidal thoughts, it's important to stop by the counselor's office anytime. If you're worried about someone or think someone that might be planning something or having these thoughts, then contact a counselor or any adult in the building. Like, everyone's here to help you and to advocate for you. Outside of the school, there is 988. I think I mentioned this earlier. It's the suicide lifeline or hotline. You can call it, you can text it at any time. You can give this number to your friends, you can give it to your family members, anyone that you know is struggling. That number is always available 24/7. Also, anonymous alerts. I know for a fact it's on y'all's counseling Canvas page and on most of the Canvas pages and are posted around campus. This will allow you to anonymously alert that someone is struggling, you're struggling, if you need help, if you know someone else needs help, but you don't know what to do or what avenue to take. That's a great thing to be aware of and to know how to locate. Again, 988 is available 24/7 to you, to your friends, to your family, anybody that's in need. And always reach out to a trusted adult and tell somebody if you need help or if you know someone that needs help. Now, if you will take back out your Chromebooks, we're going to do the post-assessment. It is the same questions as the pre-assessment. Make sure you're writing answers thoughtfully, as the school counselors will review all of the information that is submitted. So make sure you're being thoughtful and accurate in all the answers that you give. And if anybody needs help or has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. When you're done too, make sure you close your Chromebook so I know that you've submitted everything. Please and thank you.
Thank you guys for being such a nice audience and attentive and participating. I really do appreciate the respect that you've given to this doctor while she was trying to provide this information. We want you to be safe. We want you to never keep it a secret if someone tells you about suicide. It's really important that you share it with a trusted adult. It's really important that you let someone that is not a teenager to help you with a problem that is challenging and that might be too big for a teenager to handle. It's good to talk to your friends, but sometimes it's also good to talk to adults whenever there are very, very challenging situations, and this would be considered one of them, okay? If you guys have any questions, private or publicly, you know how to contact you guys know how to contact your counselors with non-emergency questions using the Canvas button that says schedule a meeting with your counselor. You can always click on that and fill out that information, or you can send your counselor an email as long as it's a non-emergency. If it's an emergency, you're never gonna send an email to the fire department saying your house is on fire, right? Right? Never gonna send an email to the fire department telling them your house is on fire, because what would happen? It would be too late. So if it's an emergency, if it's a life or death situation, talk to a person face to face and let them know. Do not send an emergency email. Emails have a response time of 24 to 48 hours. Okay? Make sure if it's an emergency, you talk to someone face to face.
Thank you guys so much for listening and for participating. I really appreciate it. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to stop by the counseling office or talk to myself or Miss Nosker, any of the counselors. And I hope you all have a great day.
Harmon's class